Great rendition of the national anthem by the Bedford High Pep Band. And as we're about to get started, I wonder if Bill can pan over to the Bedford High student section. It is the 20th anniversary of Office Space, or it was the 20th anniversary of Office Space earlier this week. They're wearing Hawaiian shirts. Friday is going to be Hawaiian Shirt Day, so everybody can be sure to wear a Hawaiian shirt and jeans.
So someone else noticed besides you?
Yeah, well, I'm wondering if one thing has anything to do with the other, or if it's just that vacation starts today, basically.
Well, this is Friday, right?
It is Friday. It's Friday's Hawaiian Shirt Day, 20th anniversary of Office Space. So there you go. I don't know if it's related. Student section is nice and full tonight, though. For the Bulldogs, starting five of Thomas Morgan, Tim Green, Harry Lagulon, Justin O'Neill, and Zach Guerin. And for Winnacunnet, they're starting five: Connor Considine, Lucas Shockey, Jack Shockey, Joseph LaRosa, and Ben Allen. And it will be Shockey jumping center against Justin O'Neill. The 6'7" O'Neill does not win the tip. However, Bedford comes away with it. Morgan into the front court. O'Neill drives baseline, loses the ball, recovers. Now gets it back to Morgan. Green up top, over to Lagulon in the corner. Drives baseline, looking to kick, and kicks to O'Neill in the lane. O'Neill misses the floater. The rebound there to Shockey, and Winnacunnet is back the other way. Ben Allen, tall point guard, 6'5" senior. And if he's running point for them, that's going to be an awfully tough threat and a tough job for Green and Morgan to have to cover him. Nice entry pass, but knocked away there by Zach Guerin. And the Bulldogs back the other way. Scoreless, 7:20 left here in the first, just getting underway. Morgan spins into the lane, kicks it over to Lagulon. Now to O'Neill up top. O'Neill biding his time, shirt untucked, wearing those bright orange-pink shoes. Now Morgan drives and shoots a three, and a nice three from Thomas Morgan to start things off. And the Bulldogs have an early 3-0 lead, 1 minute gone by in the first.
Perfect way to start for the Bulldogs offensively. Defensively, they're playing a 2-3 zone tonight.
Kicked over to the far side to Considine by Winnacunnet. Gambling on that one, going for the steal was O'Neill. And the ball finds its way down after the pass from Benjamin Allen to Jack Shockey. Shockey is fouled, makes the basket, and he'll attempt the and one right here. Trying to tie this ball game up 3 apiece. The foul there assessed to Zach Guerin. I always forget what a luxury it is having a scoreboard that shows the number and the number of fouls. Shockey makes that free throw. And the game's tied up at 3 apiece. Bedford with an up-tempo game, getting the ball back into the front court quickly. Green looking for somebody, finds Lagulon up top. That is no man's land for Harry. Now looking down low to Green along the baseline, and as he was doing a little bit of Barishnikov over there in the corner, he stepped on the out-of-bounds line, and it will be Warrior ball coming back the other way. Winnacunnet going right to left across your radio dial, or across your computer screen as it were. Ball back up top to Allen, now to Considine, dribbling with the left hand, looks for Allen, now down low to Shockey, and Guerin was doing a nice job on D. He had been sealed off, and Shockey able to convert. He has all 5 of Winnacunnet points, and they lead Bedford 5-3, 2 minutes gone by here in the first.
Bedford's going to have to adjust defensively to keep the ball out of Shockey's hands on the baseline there.
Thomas Morgan, a nice behind-the-back move to no avail, gets it to O'Neill, then gets it back. Now thinks about driving the lane, thinks about kicking, gets it to Tim Green instead. Now down low to Zach Guerin. Guerin to Morgan from the corner. And another three from Thomas Morgan. So far it's Morgan 6, Shockey 5. 2 minutes, 20 seconds into the game. 5:40 left here in the first.
Let's see some more of that offense. Just get it to Morgan and clear out.
Bedford again trying to snap a 9-game losing streak. The Bulldogs 4-11. Allen dribbling with his right hand. Nice pickup by Lagulon. Now Considine for 3 from the corner. Misses long. And they call a foul on Lucas Shockey, a push-off. And it will be Bedford ball back the other way. The Bulldogs in their white home uniforms with red numbers, black trim. Winnacunnet in their royal blue unis, red numbers, white trim. Looking a lot like Londonderry. Morgan dribbling in the front court, guarded closely there by the junior guard Considine. Now dribbles to his right, pulls up, loses the ball, decides he's going to drive base, then thinks better of it, and now a double dribble on Morgan. He had an open shot from the baseline right there, turned it down, and then I think he had just forgotten that he had dribbled before.
Yeah,
a lot happened.
Got his feet twisted up and lost his balance. You're right, he had all of a sudden an opening for a jumper. In hindsight, it probably would have been best if he just shot.
5 minutes left here in the first. Bedford 6, Winnacunnet 5. Considine in the corner, down low to Shockey, up top to Allen. Over to Lucas Shockey, now back up top to Allen. Considine on the far side. They're just working the ball outside the three-point line. Considine way over to Lucas Shockey, the younger one, the sophomore. Now back up to Shockey outside the three-point line. Allen, Shockey, now to Considine. This team moves the ball very well. Now Allen looking down low to Jack Shockey. And Zach Guerin doing a great job on D there. Got a block. And Lagulon gets the rebound, running that fast break. Harry driving the other way. Goes up on the layup, misses the shot, is fouled, will go to the line and shoot 2.
Well, nice development there is that he drew the foul on Benjamin Allen, his first. You're right, the passing offensively from Winnacunnet has been very impressive. What they're doing is they're beating the zone with the pass instead of the dribble.
First shot from Harry, misses long. What they're really attempting to do is get one side overloaded to free somebody an open shot. And it has been successful so far. The one that it's really freeing up is Jack Shockey down low. Second one from Lagulon is good. Gives the Bulldogs a 7-5 lead. The clock has not started yet. Now it has. 4:24 left here in the first quarter. Lucas Shockey with it, looks to Considine, now looks to Allen on the far side, to Considine up top, now to Lucas Shockey. Thought about a three, and instead a dribble drive is fouled on the floor, and that foul called there on Tim Green. That is his first.
We saw this group here last year, and Ben Allen showed off his well-rounded offensive game of scoring, passing, and dribbling, and so far he's been content to play the point forward. But Bedford has to keep their eye on him tonight, too, because he's a scoring weapon as well.
Allen to Shockey, now back up top to Allen for 3. And Benjamin Allen gets on the board with 3, and that gives Winnacunnet an 8-7 lead halfway through the first. Morgan to Lagulon over on the far side, gets it to Tim Green up top. Green for a long 3, and boom. Green knocks down a big one from about 23 feet, gives the Bulldogs a 10-8 lead. Now we look over to the near side, down to Shockey, Considine with it in the paint, which is funny. He's the shortest guy on the floor and the only one in the paint. Back to Considine on the near side, now to Jack Shockey. Dribble drive on the baseline, and a slam dunk for the big senior Jack Shockey. And Mark Elmendorf, I thought, had called a timeout. Instead, maybe it was a timeout, just kind of trying to right the ship. There was not a timeout. The Bulldogs will just inbound it underneath.
Yeah, Shockey showing off his athleticism there, playing above the rim, and he's a real handful for Bedford.
Morgan looked down low to O'Neal, now to Lagulon up top, drives into the lane from the elbow, his shot misses short. Allen back the other way for Winnacunnet, gets it over to the far side, now back down to La Rosa, up top, over to the corner to Lucas Shockey. I can't even keep up with it. Up top to Allen, to Considine on the far side, drives the lane, kicks it out to Lucas Shockey, now to the corner to Jack Shockey, and he dribble drive, but took a step before that happened, and just for good measure, after the whistle, throws down a one-handed dunk.
Yeah, just to show that he can.
It must be nice to be 6'6" and be able to jump.
Just in case anyone missed the previous possession.
10-10 tie, 2:45 left here in the first. WBNH personality Phil Bruno in attendance right in front of us. Bulldogs with the ball in the front court. Now to Morgan for 3 on the near side. Misses. Nice job picking up that rebound by Lucas Shockey. And Allen will dribble into the front court for Winnacunnet in this 10-10 tie. 2:20 left in the first. Allen up top. Over to Lucas Shockey, the sophomore. Now to Considine in the paint. Back out to Shockey. Now to Allen up top. Neither team has made a substitution to this point in the game either. Now to Lucas Shockey. He shoots a 3 from behind his head, gets his own rebound, follows the shot into the paint, misses the putback. Guerin gets the rebound. Morgan dribbles quickly into the front court, puts it into the lane, draws it back out. Now to Lagulon. Harry with a one-handed underhander off the rim. Winnacunnet back the other way. 10-10 tie. Allen dribbling into the front court. Now to Jack Shockey, draws it back up, over to Considine for three, misses long. Nice job, I thought, by O'Neal to get the rebound. Instead, Allen fights him for it. Considine down low to Lucas Shockey. Now to the corner to Joseph LaRosa. And I'm going to need some oxygen. Lucas Shockey with it over on the near side. Jack Shockey down in the paint. LaRosa with it down along the out-of-bounds line. Now back to the sophomore, Lucas Shockey. Swinging the ball around to the Winnacunnet Warriors. 1:14 left here in the first. 10-10 tie. Lucas Shockey dribbling into the paint. Back out to Allen. And they're really just kind of trying to slow things down. LaRosa with the ball into the paint. Back to Allen. He gets an open three. Misses long. The rebound there picked up by Lucas Shockey. And he is fouled as he puts up a shot and will go to the line and shoot two.
Winnacunnet just playing a really disciplined form of offense against this zone. They must have had at least a dozen passes on that possession. Ended up with a wide open three for Allen, just missed. But then Shockey got that offensive rebound and drew the foul on the shot.
Kind of makes you think, as Lucas Shockey misses the first free throw, what kind of games of one-on-one have the Shockey brothers had in their driveway?
Both very talented. Obviously, Jack has the height advantage, and he's 2 years older, so he's 2 years older, stronger.
Yeah.
But you're right.
You could have all kinds of fun with that. Lucas misses the back end. Jack gets the rebound. Now back up top to Allen. Thought about a three. Drives into the lane to LaRosa in the corner. Misses long. Lucas Shockey the rebound. Guerin with the block. And now Bedford back the other way. Tied 10-10. 45 seconds left in the first. O'Neal driving the lane. Spin move. Nice move, but Shockey did his best to disrupt it. Winnacunnet gets the rebound after the miss. Allen into the front court. Looks to Lucas Shockey in the near corner. Now down low to LaRosa. Back to Shockey for three, and that one does not miss. Lucas Shockey knocks it down, gives Winnacunnet a 13-10 lead. And again, that impressive ball movement by the Winnacunnet Warriors. Morgan with it into the front court. The Bulldogs will try for the last shot. Instead, Morgan loses the ball, and Winnacunnet back the other way. Dribbling into the front court. Allen now over to Shockey on the near side. 5 seconds left in the first. Now to Allen on the far side. Driving the lane, a spin, fade away, misses the shot, and that will end the first quarter. But boy, you talk about entertaining basketball. Bedford, after the first 8 minutes, trails at 13-10, but a very solid first quarter basketball played by the Bulldogs.
Yeah, Bedford's going to take that start. Winnacunnet showing that Jack Shockey is the focal point offensively in that zone, and Bedford really has to, if not double team him, they have to be fully aware of where he is in that zone, because they're running everything through him. They're either going to get hit to him on the baseline, or they're going to take an open three. So Bedford has to take away that pass to Shockey and make the other players attempt to beat them. Guys like Considine and LaRosa, who both attempted a three but haven't scored yet.
And really the toughest thing is if you're moving the ball that effectively, get the ball down low, somebody in the zone sags on him, it leaves somebody else open for that open shot, which eventually is going to burn you. In the case of Lucas Shockey's that put Winnacunnet up 13-10, it did.
That's right, you can't take away everything, but what they need to do is try to prevent the Shockey brothers and Allen from taking the shots. It's as simple as that. Make the other two guys on the floor try to beat you.
So it will be Winnacunnet ball to start things off in the second. Bedford trailing 13-10. The 6'5" guard Allen over to O'Hara. 5'9" sophomore now back to Lucas Shockey. To Allen up top. Might have gotten away with the travel. Drives the lane. Finger roll is good from Ben Allen. He's got 5. And Winnacunnet is up by 5. Morgan dribbling into the front court, guarded there by Shockey. Now over to Dyer, looks down low, instead gets it to Legulon outside. Legulon dribbling with the right, gets it to Morgan up top. Morgan guarded closely there by Allen. Dribbling with the right, left, loses the ball, looking down low for anybody. Instead he shoots a deep three, misses. Guerin fights for the rebound, can't get it. Jack Shockey with it. Winnacunnet back the other way. Bedford trailing by 5, and they've got to stop this 5-0 Winnacunnet run. Shockey with it on the free throw line, gets it to his brother Lucas. Now back to him on the elbow, over to O'Hara on the far side. The three misses long. Nice job by Harry to fight for the rebound. Guerin gets it, and Bedford back the other way. Justin O'Neill to Jordan Dyer. Now Dyer to Lagulon. Lagulon driving the baseline, loses the ball out of bounds, and they say that it was off of Winnacunnet, and it will be Bulldog ball underneath. Zach Guerin out, earning some hustle points in the first 9 minutes of the game, replaced by Trey Ravenel. Bulldogs trailing by 5, 15-10, trying to inbound on the offensive end to Lagulon. He is trapped in the corner, couple dribbles, still trapped, tries to find Dyer. Instead it's stolen by O'Hara, and then on the fast break, O'Hara tries a layup, but before he tries that layup, he is fouled by Dyer, and it will be Winnacunnet ball underneath.
A good foul by Dyer there, only the 4th team foul, and prevents the breakaway layup from Winnacunnet.
6:43 left in the first half, 15-10 in favor of Bedford. Shockey gets it down low to Allen. Allen, nice job using the left hand and the glass, and now a 7-0 run by the Winnacunnet Warriors puts them up 17-10.
Let's see if Bedford can run the ball through Ravenel here. They've yet to score a 2-point basket tonight. 3 threes and a free throw.
They are keeping it out of the paint. One would surmise intentionally. That 3 missed by O'Neill. Allen the rebound to O'Hara on the far side. Now to Shockey up top. Back to Allen, quarterbacking the offense over to the over to the far side. Now back over to Shockey. Over to O'Hara on the far side. Back to Allen up top. Now to O'Hara. Now down low. And a little floater there shot by the 6'5" sophomore Nicholas Hepburn. And a 9-0 run by Winnacunnet puts Bedford down, I should say, 19-10. And Tim Green looking like he's getting ready to come back into the ball game. Morgan with it up top. Bedford trailing by 9. Gets it to Lagulon. O'Neill fighting for position down low. And not a whole lot Bedford can do to get it to him. Morgan misses long with the 3. Shockey gets the rebound. Starts with an outlet pass to his brother Lucas. Now to Allen up top. Now to Shockey. Drives the lane. Loses the ball. O'Neill with it. Bedford going back the other way. And Justin O'Neill drives, misses. Dyer does a nice job sealing off, getting that rebound to Lagulon. Now to O'Neill to the corner for 3. Off the side of the backboard, misses. And O'Neill claps his hands in frustration. And it will be Winnacunnet ball. 5 minutes left in the first half.
Yeah, O'Neill frustrated. He's yet to get on the scoreboard.
He did score 33 the other night against Portsmouth. Bedford steals it. Dyer dribbles into the front court. Gets it to Morgan. Thinks about a 3. Instead gets it to Dyer. Misses. Ravenel gets the rebound. Might have been fouled. And instead Trey will put it up after he was hammered and gets fouled then, and will go to the line and shoot 2.
That's a great way to try and break a run, is you aggressively get an offensive rebound, draw a foul, and get to the line and slow things down and try and score with the clock stopped here.
So Trey makes his first one, snaps that 9-0 run.
Lucas Shockey taking his first break for Winnacunnet, replaced by Jordan Fuller.
And the second one from Ravenel misses. Lagulon fights for the rebound, can't get it. Allen picks it up and right back the other way. Bedford trails 19-11, 4:38 left here in the first half. Ball swung over to the far side to O'Hara. Enters the paint, gets it back out. Now James O'Hara shoots a 3, knocks it down. And Mark Elmendorf calls a timeout for the Bulldogs, who just mere moments ago were tied 10-10 and now trail it 22-11.
Yeah, Winnacunnet has continued to score. O'Hara, the 3rd Warrior to hit a 3 tonight, and Bedford's just been in a little bit of a slump for the last 6 minutes offensively. They can't seem to get anything going inside the paint, and the 3s that fell early have not fallen as of late.
It makes it very difficult for the Bulldogs too when you look down low and it's really like trying to navigate a forest.
Yeah, Shockey's in the middle there, and he's a great anchor defensively. He's big, but he's really athletic, and he has altered multiple shots already. O'Neill had that drive, and Shockey went up and got a piece of it. O'Neill was looking for the foul, which certainly could have been called, but that's a prime example of Bedford trying to get in, but Winnacunnet just has been tough in there.
It makes it very difficult when you don't have that two-point option you can rely on. And the names that we're used to seeing down low, the Garans, the Lagulons, that you can rely on to get a bucket down low, that's no man's land for them now. If they go down there, they're dealing with a bunch of guys who are 6'5", 6'6". 3 of them on the court at any one time. And in this case, there are 3 now, Allen, Hepburn, and Jack Shockey. Ravenel up top, guarded there by Jordan Fuller. Now Tim Green with it. He's about a mile from the basket, gets it over to Morgan. Morgan looks down low to O'Neal. Not a whole lot of options down there, and O'Neal was fouled. Not clear who. That foul called on Nicholas Hepburn.
That's too bad because he finally had a little bit of a size mismatch in the post prior to the foul.
Inbound pass. Harry Lagulon somehow came away with that one. Shot from about 13 feet in the paint. Missed. And now Allen back the other way for Winnacunnet. Bedford trailing 22-11. 3:49 left in the first. To O'Hara on the far side. He made that 3 earlier. Now a floater from the lane. Missed. O'Hara gets the rebound. Can't get the putback. And O'Neal gets the rebound and comes back the other way for the Bulldogs. Drive in the paint. Went to put up a shot with his left hand. It was blocked by Shockey. And Winnacunnet back the other way. Hepburn driving the baseline. Ravenel sealed him off. Now back to Fuller. Over to Fuller up top again after O'Hara touches it. The passes are coming fast and furious. O'Hara misses a 3. Allen gets the rebound. Nice job blocking the shot there by Justin O'Neal. And the Bulldogs will go back the other way, trailing 22-11. Just about 3 minutes left here in the second.
Really nice recovery by O'Neal to make that block after he had suffered the phenomenal block from Jack Shockey on that last possession.
Looks like somebody's mouthpiece is on the floor just outside the three-point line. Lagulon trapped, gets it out to Tim Green. Looking for anybody. Green dribbling around down there. Instead gets it to Morgan up top. Now over to O'Neal on the near side. His 3 misses. Harry fighting for the rebound. Does a great job to come up with it. Now gets it to Ravenel from about 17 straight away. Missed. Allen gets the rebound, and a timeout there called by Winnacunnet. And it has been a quiet second quarter for Bedford. They have only scored 1 point. They trailed 13-10 after 8 minutes. But Winnacunnet did this the other night to BG. They held Bishop Girton scoreless in the third.
Yeah, well, if they're making plays like that, I can see why. Because O'Neal had that drive with his left 2 possessions ago. Looked like he had an opening around Allen, but then out of nowhere, Jack Shockey comes up and just pins the ball up towards the top of the backboard square. Just a phenomenal play.
It was about as close as you'll be to a goaltend without being a goaltend. Like he had it pinned for the blink of an eye. It was the LeBron and Iguodala block, as it were. And it's not like O'Neal is a slow big guy. He's quick to the hoop.
No, that was a quick, aggressive move by O'Neal, and he's a big, tall guy, and he was up above the rim himself.
Winnacunnet with the ball, leading 22-11. Allen driving, and a moving screen called there on number 10, Jordan Fuller. And the Bulldogs will get the ball going right back the other way.
Fuller, a strong forward. Looks like he's coming off the football field, and maybe that physique hurt him there, setting that pick, attracting attention from the referees.
It happens to the best of us.
Yes, it does.
Bedford trailing 22-11. 2:15 left here in the first half. Ravenel fighting, trying to drive the lane. Ball knocked away. Morgan comes away with it. And now Ravenel winds up with it down in the paint. A spin move, and he'll try with the left hand. Nice shot by Trey. Big one right there for the Bulldogs to cut this lead to 9, 22-13. 1:56 left in the first half.
Excellent move by Trey there to get Shockey up in the air and then open up his left hand for that little bunny.
O'Hara cutting. Got that entry pass and threw it to where his man was, but was no longer, and a turnover by the Winnacunnet Warriors. And the Bulldogs may have a chance to go on a little bit of a run of their own. Winnacunnet had gone on a 12-1 run, and Bedford just trying to chip away, cut into that lead. They were tied 10-10 late in the first quarter.
Yeah, they've got a boost of energy here after that bucket by Ravenel and that turnover. They've got to capitalize on it.
Ravenel driving with the left hand. Nice job getting to the hoop. Can't make the basket. And the rebound picked up there. Waddell with it. Now to Allen. Allen dribbling up top, 1:20 left in the first half, 22-13 in favor of Winnacunnet. 1:13 left here in the first now. Looking down low to Fuller. Dribbling with the left hand is Fuller. Gets it to Allen up top. Now to Hayes Waddell. Back down to the corner to Considine. And Winnacunnet going a little bit smaller now. Allen shoots a three, misses long. Nice job getting the rebound by Fuller to Waddell. And with the left hand after the bounce pass, Waddell makes the bucket. And now it is 24-13. Winnacunnet leads the Bulldogs by 11. Morgan driving the lane, kicks it over to the corner to Lagulon for three. Harry's three misses. Allen the rebound, 35 seconds left in the first half. To Shockey on the near side, driving the baseline, guarded by O'Neal. Gets it up top to Fuller. Now to Waddell, back to Allen, stolen there by Morgan. Bedford on the fast break. And as Morgan was passing to Green, Shockey with a shoestring tackle. Green goes down, and it'll be Bedford ball on the side after that hard foul.
Yeah, Shockey's first.
Bedford trails by 11, 23 seconds left in the first half. Looking for that last shot, looking for a good shot to cut into that lead. Morgan guarded by Fuller, looking for Green. Killing a little bit of time. 10 seconds left now in the first half. Lagulon with it way outside. Looking to beat his man off the dribble. Waddell into the paint. The ball stolen there by Considine. Heaves up a desperation shot as the first half ends. It misses. And the Bulldogs, after being tied 10-10 with about 7 minutes gone by in the first, now find themselves after 16 minutes chasing 11 points. It is 24-13. Winnacunnet at halftime.
Yeah, just a tough second quarter for Bedford there to only score 3 points, all coming from Trey Ravenel off the bench. After a first quarter in which they made 3 3-pointers, they just couldn't get any of their open shots to fall from distance. And in the paint, Winnacunnet just showed tremendous team defense, making it really difficult every time Bedford ventured in close to the basket.
It has been difficult for Bedford to move it down low, and Winnacunnet's got some quick guards as well. But anyway, you slice it, the athleticism of Jack Shockey, the size of Lucas Shockey, they're running a 6'5" point guard out there. Bedford really has a tough row to hoe in the remainder of this basketball game in the next 16 minutes that we'll see. So we'll take a quick break. It's halftime. The Bulldogs are trailing the Winnacunnet Warriors 24-13. You are listening to Bedford Bulldog Basketball on Bedford 105.1 and BCTV.
Welcome back to the Bedford High School gym. Andrew Hansen alongside Lauren Fox as we get ready for the start of the third quarter. Tonight, the visiting Winnacunnet Warriors lead the Bedford Bulldogs 24-13. Lauren, this is a big game for Bedford. What's it going to take for them to get back into this in the third quarter? They're
going to really have to find a way to figure out this Winnacunnet defense. Winnacunnet, as I mentioned in the pregame, has held its opposition in its 12 wins to under 37 points a game. The Bulldogs obviously are on pace for 26, scoring 13 in the first half. So they're going to have to figure out Winnacunnet's defense. Hit some threes. They had an ample opportunity to shoot threes. They didn't make a whole lot of threes. So they got to get a couple of those to follow, and then really try to follow Winnacunnet's pattern of ball movement. The more you can do that, get that defense off balance, the better of a chance you have. But if it's stagnant on offense and nobody really is able to force it, Bedford's really going to struggle.
Yeah, and this is a really important quarter for Bedford, an important game in the playoff push. By my math, they need to win either this one or one of their games next week, and then hope that Trinity and BG lose out to try and sneak into the playoffs.
It is going to be tough for the Bulldogs to sneak in, and particularly when you think about earlier in the season, they started out the season 4-2. They looked like they were rocking and rolling. Things have gotten tough for Bedford.
Well, the pressure's on now as we get underway here in the third quarter. Harry Lagulon drives the baseline but steps on the end line. So first possession ends in a turnover. Winnacunnet will take over, leading by 11.
Just got an update on the girls' side, too. The girls leading Winnacunnet 29-10. I'm presuming at halftime or around halftime.
Excellent. Bedford coming out again in their 2-3 half-court zone. Benjamin Allen has it at the elbow, gets it back from Jack Shockey. Short shot in the paint missed, but he gets his offensive rebound, and now Guerin grabs the defensive board, and here comes Thomas Morgan.
Guerin really doing a great job with hustle on defense and instincts.
Morgan kicks it out to Lagulon, who drives the baseline. His short bank shot is good, and Bedford starts the second half with a bucket, gets the lead back into single digits, 24-15.
And you need to do it one sequence at a time, a stop and a bucket, and repeat that a few times.
Considine gets it into the paint, kicks it out to Ben Allen. 3 from the left wing is good. And Ben Allen gets to 10 points on the night. That's his second three-pointer. First player in double figures tonight. Thomas Morgan drives the right baseline. He also gets a little bank shot from the same spot Harry just scored from. And the lead is cut to 10, 27-17. Allen sets up the offense against this 2-3 zone, directing traffic. Gets it to LaRosa at the free throw line. Considine kicks it out for Allen for another 3. And it's the same connection. Considine to Allen for 2 straight three-pointers.
Allen now with 13 in the game, and he missed a couple barely long in the first. He's found his rhythm now.
Thomas Morgan scores in the paint on a nice pass from O'Neal. So offensive firepower here in the third quarter so far.
Yeah, really not what we were expecting after that kind of dry second quarter.
Considine gets bumped by O'Neal, passes it over to Lucas Shockey. Allen has it up top. Considine back to Allen. They swing it around. Allen has it again, looking, finds Considine. Skip pass to Lucas Shockey. Now Jack has it on the baseline. Nice trap from Bedford. Allen has it. They get it to Considine in the corner. Another 3 in and out. Athletic rebound from Lucas Shockey, and a little reverse layup puts Winnacunnet up 32-19.
So after that second quarter that saw 14 points, we've already seen that many, 2:35 into the third.
Players really taking advantage of that halftime rest. O'Neal gets it to Harry. Now Guerin has it in the post, and he finds a way to the left side of the basket for an and one. Zachary Guerin converting with the foul coming against Considine, his first.
Now the best part of that move that Guerin made, first of all, there was a shoulder fake involved, but second of all, it was just he spun out of it with that left hand, did a really nice job to finish. And oddly enough, another oddity in a game seemingly full of them, Bedford had 1 2-point bucket in the first half. They have 3 in the second.
Guerin now with a chance to cut the lead to 10 again. This free throw is short, however, rebounded by Allen, and he pushes it in transition for Winnacunnet.
Bedford. And I was wrong, 4 in the second Bedford has.
So now Winnacunnet up by 11 here, just under 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. 12-3 Warriors. Get it to Considine in the corner, another 3. This one is short. Harry has the rebound. He pushes for Bedford up the right side. Going right to left on your radio dial is Bedford. Morgan gets it into the paint, and a nice acrobatic layup, just soft enough off the glass to be converted.
And Morgan again on that one did a really nice job as he was in the air, staying up there long enough that he could adjust his shot as he was going through. And the Winnacunnet coach, Jay McKenna, calls a timeout now, rightly so, seeing that he doesn't like the fact that Bedford was struggling shooting from threes. The answer to that, if you're Mark Elmendorf, well, shoot twos. Find a way to get in, take higher percentage shots. They're getting them and they're making them. Coach McKenna doesn't seem to like that all that much at all.
Yeah, good timeout for Winnacunnet to try and stop this momentum. Bedford 10 points already in just under 4 minutes in the third quarter with those 5 buckets in the paint that you mentioned. Guerin had the mismatch. LeGouillon had the short bank shot, but the real difference so far in the third quarter has been Thomas Morgan. He had 2 3-pointers in the first half, and now he has 3 baskets here early in the third to give him 12. So here we go, 4 minutes, 20 seconds to go in the third. Allen has it up top for Winnacunnet. Considine has it in the corner, back up to Allen. Winnacunnet not in any hurry here, looking for a good shot. Patiently working against this 2-3 zone. Tipped away by Guerin, but recovered by Allen for Winnacunnet. Now he gets it over to Fuller, back to Allen. They're just playing catch here on the perimeter. Allen to Considine. Skip pass, dangerous one, but caught by Fuller. Now Jack Shockey has it in the paint. Fuller, Considine, little tip from Harry. Winnacunnet has it though. Shockey has it in the paint. Rebounded by O'Neal, and he pushes up quickly. Dribble handoff to Morgan. Tim Green has a touch up top, back to Morgan. Deep three from Thomas, just short. Fights for his own rebound. Which way is this one gonna go? It's gonna stay with Bedford. Down 9, 3:22 to go in the third.
So interesting, Shockey missed that layup there. He hasn't made a shot since that dunk that didn't count on that continuation. So wonder if the basketball gods no longer smiling on him. And that was early on.
Yeah, that was the first quarter. So Harry LeGouillon has it tipped away in the corner, and Bedford will inbound there. O'Neal doing the honors. Gets it into Morgan on the right side, the far wing. He picks up his dribble, now gets it to O'Neal. Three-pointer, just off the mark. Tim Green with the offensive rebound though, blocked by Shockey. And Harry LeGouillon recovers it. He goes baseline, and they're gonna call a block on Jordan Fuller. That's gonna be his second. And just the second team foul here in the second half on Winnacunnet.
O'Neal still looking for his first bucket too. We mentioned the other night he had 33 against Portsmouth in that double overtime loss, so surprising not to see him in the scoring column so far.
Yeah, Winnacunnet has done an excellent job running different defenders at him, including Allen and Shockey. O'Neal gets it to Green. Now Guerin has it in the paint, spin move, and he's gonna get the second foul called on Jack Shockey tonight. So with 2:56 in the third, Guerin will go to the line with Bedford down by 9.
And it's fun to see Guerin get those touches down low too. He has some very nice moves. You want to capitalize on that, not to mention he passes really well out of the paint.
Nice stroke there from Guerin, hitting his first. Lead down to 8. You're right, he has nice moves and nice strength where he's not going to get bumped off his shot very easily. Second free throw from Guerin goes in off the glass, and that counts just as well as the first one does. 32-25 the count now with Winnacunnet ahead. Considine has it for Winnacunnet. Jack Shockey has it up top, finds Allen on the baseline, and he's able to get it off the glass before Bedford can recover.
Allen was just unguarded by the defense, somehow snuck along that baseline, got close enough that he had a nice, easy layup after the pass.
He's a big player to lose track of, but he was able to find an opening.
There's a lot of room on that court.
Thomas Morgan, up fake, gets it to Harry, and that's tipped away by Jack Shockey. He dribbles up the left side, and they're gonna get Harry with a reach in transition. First foul on Bedford in the third quarter.
Harry did a really nice job of picking Shockey's pocket, but the ref saw it and are running it back the other way. Looked reasonably clean. Bill Jennings might know better than us.
Bill says it was clean.
Send it up to the booth.
Send it up to the booth. Just over 2 minutes to go here in the third. Winnacunnet up by 9. Considine on the left wing. Gets it to Shockey, who's clapping for it. Now LaRosa gets it to Allen in the right corner. Jack Shockey works to his left, hands it back to Allen.
You really do have to pick your poison with Winnacunnet. If you guard Shockey, that leaves Allen more open, and he's made Bedford pay.
Shockey with the dribble, picks it up, kicks it over to Considine, now gets it back. Swings it to Fuller, skips it over to Allen. Shockey at the elbow against Guerin, kicks it out to LaRosa. He drives and passes it back to Shockey, now Considine. Right corner, Allen for 3, it's good. That's a backbreaker to play that much defense and have a contested 3 go down.
They threw about 15 passes on that possession.
So Winnacunnet up by a dozen now, minute to go in the third quarter. Thomas Morgan gets it over to Green, he uses the pick from O'Neal. Harry looks at a 3, takes it, it's good. And Coach Elmendorf calls a 3 to set up his defense. At the same time, O'Neill looks like he may have gotten bumped, and hopefully he didn't get any sort of an injury, but it looks like he's holding his right ankle as Bedford huddles up.
O'Neill has been forced tonight to commit a crazy amount of energy with very little result to show for it. He's had some nice passes, he's had some rebounds, but the amount of energy that Justin O'Neill is having to expend to get open shots really isn't what he's used to.
No, Winnacunnet's done an excellent job on him, made everything difficult, frustrated him in multiple ways. They've been daring the other Bulldogs to beat them, and they're finally coming into their own. That's the 4th three-pointer Bedford has made tonight. Morgan has 2, Green has 1, and Harry's 3 there is the first Bulldogs 3 of the second half.
Now, unfortunately for Bedford, though, Ben Allen's got 4 of them for Winnacunnet by himself. The Warriors have a grand total of 6. And really the difference in the game has been those two, Shockey and Allen, that have really driven the offense for Winnacunnet. Between them, they have 25 points of Winnacunnet's 37.
That's right, Allen's got 18, and he's the one who brings it across the timeline here with 45 seconds to go in the third quarter. Winnacunnet ahead by 9. Allen goes to his right, kicks it to Considine. Now LaRosa swings it to Fuller. Allen up top. Fuller probing, playing catch with Allen again. Considine now, over to Fuller. Bedford student section getting into it. Fuller looks at a 3, decides against it. 15 seconds now in the third quarter. Winnacunnet looks like they're going to take the last shot. Fuller has it. Over to Considine, 8 seconds now.
16, 17 passes, 18.
Shockey in the post, double team.
19.
Dangerous pass to Considine, and his off-balance shot at the buzzer is no good. So at the end of 3, it's Winnacunnet's advantage, 37-28.
Have you ever been on a team that has passed 19 times in a possession?
I'm sure I have, but I don't know if I've ever played in a game where the average possession for Winnacunnet is probably 10 passes or more.
If the student section really wanted to earn their keep tonight, they would do like the Cameron Crazies do and start counting passes.
Right.
Or do like they do at Duke every time they pass. Pass, pass, pass. I mean, it may throw something off, but, and the funny thing is that last possession where there were 19, I estimated there were 15 on the previous possession where I had started counting partway through and I knew I had missed something. The other one had more. The other one was upwards of 20. It had to be. Well, it's just astonishing.
It says a lot about what Bedford has had to endure defensively in this 2-3 zone because of Winnacunnet's patience. They've just had to battle every possession to continue to close out and try to prevent Winnacunnet from taking an open 3.
Well, it also makes you think, too, as we start off this fourth quarter, Bedford trailing 37-28. Fuller with the ball on the far wing, now up top to Allen, to Considine on the near side. Now to Allen up top, to Considine, to Allen. That's pass number 7 to Fuller on the far side. Looks to Shockey, instead to LaRose. Now to Fuller, and the ball knocked away, and they say it will be Winnacunnet ball. Somehow they threw 9 passes in the span of 10 seconds.
It's rapid fire against this zone.
But it really has their defensive stats. We talked about them holding opponents to fewer than 37 points in their 12 wins. I think it has more to do with their prolific passing than it does their defensive abilities. They're a good defensive team. Bedford thought they had a steal. Guerin thought he had pulled one out of the hands of Shockey, and they say, nope, Zach Guerin committed the foul. That is Zach's second. And for the Bulldogs, in a game that has been reasonably clean to this point, foul number 2 here in the second half. The starting 5 for Bedford are the 5 that are out there now. A deep 3 from Allen that's good. That gives Allen a whopping 21 points, 5 threes, and Winnacunnet now with a 40-28 lead. Bedford working the ball around. Green to the far side to Harry. Harry shoots a three. It's short. Morgan fights for the rebound, somehow gets it, dribbles out of there, gets it to Harry in the paint, and Harry somehow makes a floater off that pass from Thomas Morgan and will go to the line to try to complete that three-point play.
Nice to see that enthusiasm from Harry after getting the end one, but it all was started with Thomas Morgan fighting for that offensive rebound and then making that nice little dish to the cutting Lagulon.
Bulldogs trying to cut the lead to 9. Lagulon's free throw misses. So that lead, Winnacunnet on top by 10, 40-30. 7 minutes left here in the game. Fuller on the far side, down to the corner, back to Fuller, up top. Now back down to Fuller, back up top to Allen, to Considine. Now to LaRose, back to Considine, down to Shockey, down low, kicks it over to the far side to Fuller. Now to Allen, now to Shockey, now to Considine. Considine dribble drive, gets Guerin in the air. Nice job by Justin O'Neill to get the block, but Considine's shot falls. I have no idea how that happened, defying the laws of physics. And Bedford trying to get something started on offense on the fast break. Shockey steals the ball, goes back the other way, and Thomas Morgan fouls him on the floor. And for Thomas, that is his first foul.
Let's hope they called that on the floor. Looks like they did. Allen's going to take it out of bounds at the baseline for Winnacunnet.
So Allen will inbound for the Warriors. Tough job to inbound over O'Neill. And that high pass stolen by Thomas Morgan, who shoots a three, and Thomas gets it to fall. A big one there from him. He's got 15. The Bulldogs trail by 9. 6:15 left here in the game, and Bedford needs a stop and a bucket, but they are somehow hanging in there.
Terrific individual play by Morgan to make that steal and then pull up for the three in transition.
Allen with it up top to Considine on the near side, over to the far side, a skip pass that eludes the 6'3" Lucas Shockey. It goes out of bounds, and the Bulldogs will come right back the other way, trailing by 9. Again, trying to cut into this Winnacunnet lead. Nicholas Hepburn comes to check in for Winnacunnet as Morgan brings the ball up court for Bedford. Morgan to Green on the near side. Green gets it to O'Neill, still trying to get into the scoring column. Down low to Guerin. Nice spin move by Guerin. Floats in the air. Can't get the shot to fall. He had Jack Shockey faked out of his you-know-what, but still couldn't get the shot to fall. Now back over to the near side for Winnacunnet is Considine. He's up top. Considine to LaRose. Now Winnacunnet trapped in the corner is Lucas Shockey. To LaRose up top to Allen, driving baseline. Guerin doing a nice job to block there. Shockey gets the rebound after the fact, kicks it back out, and now back down low to Shockey again. Great job by Guerin blocking Shockey. Shockey gets his own rebound, puts it back, and he is on the board again with 9. Now we'll go back the other way. Lagulon is fouled on the shot, and he will go to the line and shoot 2. That foul called there on Joseph LaRosa.
Well, that was a fun battle in the post between Guerin and Shockey. And Shockey got the last laugh with that putback, but Guerin had a handful there trying to defend him all by himself.
Foul shot missed by Lagulon, and you can understand with the shrieking that has taken place. Harry trying to make the back end. The Bulldogs trailing by 11, 44-33. The shot misses. Harry is 1 for 5 from the line tonight. The Bulldogs chasing 11, 44-33, 4:56 left in the game. Shockey with it, now to Hepburn. Looks over to the corner to LaRosa. Now back up top to Shockey, over to Allen for 3. A deep 3 from Allen, rattles around, misses. Lucas Shockey gets the rebound. Bedford fights for it, and they say he was fouled by Morgan on the ground. That's Thomas's second, the 4th of the half for the Bulldogs. Nice job there by Bedford contesting on D, trailing by 11, 4:37 left in the game. Inbound pass to Shockey. And he had what looked like an easy layup, but the reason it looked so easy, he happened to clear a little bit of real estate with his arms beforehand. And check that. I thought the foul was on Shockey. Instead, it's on the 6'3 senior Joseph LaRosa.
He was trying to create space.
Somehow somebody did. Shockey had all manner of space to shoot that shot.
Well, 11-point deficit here with 4.5 to go. Really crucial time here for Bedford. They had it down to 9, and Harry missed those free throws. This is the time when you've got to be, you mentioned getting a score and a stop. This is where after you score, you have to make sure that you box out. You can't give up any more offensive rebounds. You got to do all the little things here if you're going to have a chance to come back and win this game.
And the real difficulty, too, is Winnacunnet has no problem running a 45-second to a minute-long possession with upwards of 20 passes, and the Bulldogs have to find a way to stop that, too. Into the front court is Bedford, trailing by 11. O'Neal, a spin move into the paint, back out to Morgan, who thought about a three, drew it back out, and now a little floater from the paint, rattles around, misses. And the offensive foul called on Harry Lagulon chasing after that rebound. And for Harry, that will be his first and the 5th of this second half for the Bulldogs, who are now in a full court press. Inbound pass to Shockey, guarded there by Trey Ravenel into the game, replacing Zach Guerin. Allen dribbling into the front court, taking his time a bit, gets it to Hepburn. Hepburn guarded closely there by Morgan, and Morgan did a great job to force him off the out-of-bounds line. And it will be Bedford ball after that Winnacunnet turnover. Bulldogs trailing by 11 with 4 minutes to play. Have to get a little bit of something going. Can't waste any possessions. Morgan dribbling into the front court to Ravenel over on the far side. Ravenel dribbling with the left hand. All of a sudden, he found all manner of space over there. Tried for a dunk, missed it. And the Bulldogs could have used that basket. Instead, don't get the points. Trail 44-33, 3:40 left here in the game.
Yeah, Trey looked like he was in between the layup and the dunk there and just rimmed out on the dunk.
Harry doing a nice job stealing the ball. And a goaltend, an obvious one, on a layup by Harry, not called. Three-pointer shot by Morgan, missed, and Winnacunnet gets it. That's about as black and white of a goaltend as it can be. It hit the board, then the block. That's a pretty elementary call.
That was. Shockey did not pin that one on the glass. That one was clearly off the glass before he blocked it.
However, they did see that foul on Thomas Morgan. I don't know how, that's about as basic of a call as there is.
It wasn't even like a bang-bang. It was a glass block.
Oh, yeah, it was well after, but not called. The entire gym saw it. The two guys who mattered didn't. Inbound pass there, tied up. It was intended for Shockey. Ravenel did a great job at tying it up, and Bedford ball on the arrow, trailing by 11. They have had their opportunities here in this second half, and they have had their opportunities here in the last minute or so. Morgan driving into the lane, looking to kick it out, kicks it out to Green on the near side for three, misses an air ball wide right, and now Winnacunnet will come back the other way, leading by 11, 2:55 left in the game.
Bedford going to man here in the half court to try and change it up, force some turnovers.
O'Neal out there guarding the younger Shockey. Shockey, the elder, guarded by Ravenel, and Jay McKenna doesn't like what he sees. He will call a timeout for Winnacunnet. Try to regroup with 2:44 left in the game.
Yeah, this is just the second possession all night that Bedford has played man-to-man. They did it in the last possession when Morgan forced that turnover here on the near sideline. So Coach McKenna wants to chat about the offensive strategy against the man-to-man since they haven't faced it all night.
It was a challenge for them to deal with it right off the bat. It clearly was. But if you're Bedford right now, they're trailing by 11, and you got to be scratching your heads. By all rights, you should be trailing by 7. Ravenel tried to get a little bit fancy on that, what could have been an easy left-handed layup, and instead was a missed dunk. But then the shot that Harry took with the non-goaltending call, both of those possessions would have been critical for Bedford, cutting that lead down to single digits. Now being down 11 with 2:44 left, that's a way tougher mountain to climb.
Yeah, and those free throws from Harry. If all those things had happened, it would be a 5-point game. Much easier challenge to deal with than this 11-point deficit with under 3 minutes to go. Next foul that Bedford commits is going to put Winnacunnet on the line because they have 6 team fouls.
But for Bedford on the bright side, what that does is it cuts the length of those Winnacunnet possessions. Lucas Shockey with the ball on the near side, guarded by Justin O'Neill, drives baseline, misses the shot. O'Neill fouled him, and Shockey will go to the line and shoot 2.
Tough one there. O'Neill going for the block, of course, but that was a high degree of difficulty shot from Lucas Shockey. Coach Elmendorf wished that O'Neill had just let him shoot that instead of sending him to the line.
Shockey, after missing his first 2 free throws in the first half, makes this one. Winnacunnet leads by a dozen here, and he makes the second as well. That gives him 7 in the game. And now Green will bring the ball into the front court for Bedford, over to Ravenel on the far side. 2.5 minutes left in the game. Bedford trailing by 13. Legulon to Green up top, now to O'Neill, guarded there by Considine. Now kicks it back to Ravenel. Gets it to Legulon, shooting a deep 3, misses. And Allen gets the rebound for Winnacunnet. And the Bulldogs will try to do whatever they can to stop Winnacunnet at this point, but it's going to be tough. You're chasing 13. 2 minutes left in the game. Shockey over to Allen. Allen way up top, gets it to Considine, and if you're thinking about fouling, now would be the time. Considine into the paint, back to Jack Shockey. Shockey with the ball, and Ravenel fouls him about 30 feet from the basket. And I've always wondered if the possession is going to end with a foul, if that's the intent. Save yourself the 20 seconds.
Right, I think we'll see
foul
that
earlier.
I think we'll see that from here on out.
You know how much I love that too. Jack Shockey misses the free throw. He's got 9 in the game at this point. And the rebound there to Winnacunnet. O'Neill gets it. I thought it was he was shooting 2. I thought he was fouled on the shot. Instead it was a 1-and-1. Morgan shoots a 3 and Thomas gets it to fall. A big shot from him. And that gives him 18 and cuts into that Winnacunnet lead. Now it's 46-36.
Well, a real gift from Winnacunnet there, because Bedford fell asleep again at the line on the 1-and-1. We've seen that earlier in the season from them. Nobody rebounded. Jack Shockey was the only player on the court who rebounded, and the gift was Shockey missed the putback. And thankfully, Bedford took advantage of it with Morgan converting his 4th three-pointer of the night. He's now got 18. And he's been the star on offense. He's got half of Bedford's points tonight.
Well, if you had asked me, I would have told you that Jack Shockey was fouled on the shot. I don't know how, because he was 35 feet from the basket when he got fouled. You figure I would have remembered that. But I had already written down 2 circles on my score sheet thinking he was going to the line and shooting 2. Apparently that was contagious.
Or you just thought he was going to make the first.
And maybe so. He didn't. So the Bulldogs are now down by 10. And we will no doubt see a lot of fouls in the remaining portion of this game as Bedford just forces Winnacunnet to the line and attempts to get the ball back. And Winnacunnet, if they score, they're scoring, not taking any time off the clock either. La Rosa inbounding, gets it to Considine, guarded there by Green. Now Morgan fouls Considine. And that is 4 on Thomas Morgan. And I think Coach Elmendorf wanted that foul to be assessed to Tim Green, or more accurately, wanted Green to foul, and that foul was called on Tim Green, and the Bulldogs will take it. That now are adjusted totals, 3 on Morgan and 2 on Green. Considine to the line to shoot 2. He's got a bucket in the game so far. Or check that 1-and-1. Maybe I should get that straight. Considine misses. Legulon gets that rebound, and the Bulldogs back the other way, down by 10. Deep 3 from Thomas, misses. Allen gets the rebound. He'll be fouled there by Tim Green and was not happy about that foul. And he will go to the line and again shoot. He will shoot 2. That was foul number 10.
Yeah, man, that 3 from Morgan sure looked like it was going to go down. It was about halfway there, but it squirted out. And so the lead stays at 10.
1:24 left in the game. Winnacunnet on top, 46-36. Allen has 21. He misses that first free throw.
Well, that's 3 misses in a row from the line, which is exactly what Bedford was looking for. They just got a score here on the other end.
Winnacunnet 3 of 8 from the line, make that 4 of 9. Allen has 22. Bedford trailing by 11, 47-36. Morgan doing some nice moves out there, gets it to O'Neal down in the corner. Justin's 3 misses. Tim Green fights for the rebound, can't get it. And now Winnacunnet will simply try to get the ball up the court and run some time off without getting fouled. But as I say that, Ravenel fouls Allen. He'll go to the line and shoot 2 more. 47-36. Winnacunnet leading this one. Bedford and Winnacunnet were tied with about 7 minutes gone by in the first. Winnacunnet went on that 12-1 run. And subsequent to that, Bedford's played them pretty close to evenly. It's just that 5 or 6 minute gap in the game that has really proved to be the deciding factor. Allen makes his first free throw. The Warriors of Winnacunnet now on top by 12. And now the second one from Allen misses long. Shockey gets the rebound. Big board, gets it to his younger brother Lucas, who is fouled there by Justin O'Neal, and Lucas will go to the line and shoot 2 as well.
Winnacunnet struggling at the line here in the last 2 minutes, but Bedford not converting on the other end and not doing a good enough job there of boxing out either.
Lucas Shockey makes that free throw. He has now made 3 of 5 in the game. Ravenel out of the game. Guerin coming into the game. Minute and 2 seconds left here. Bulldogs trail by 13. Shockey makes that second one. And now Bedford going right back the other way. The clock hasn't started yet. Morgan shoots a 3, gets that one to fall. A big one for Thomas. 55 seconds left now. Bedford trailing by 11. Considine with it, gets it over to Shockey on the near side. Up to Allen in the front court, who is fouled by Guerin, and Allen will go to the line and shoot 2. That's Guerin's 3rd. Thomas Morgan having a very big game here tonight. He's got a total of 21. And Allen out there for Winnacunnet as well, running point for the Warriors. Allen slightly outpacing Morgan in the scoring column. He's got 24 now. Now the second one from Allen, also good. Winnacunnet leading Bedford 52-39, 45 seconds left in the game. Morgan dribbling into the front court, behind the back, trying to create some space. Gets it to Justin O'Neal. A 3 from Justin is good. He's in the scoring column. The Bulldogs now trail by 10. The ball inbounded to Allen, fouled quickly by O'Neal. That's his 3rd. And Allen will go to the line and shoot 2 more in this free throw parade. Allen with 25, having a really nice night shooting the ball.
Yeah, he's done everything under control, in rhythm, in the flow of the offense. He's been excellent.
First one from Allen is good. He is 5 of 7 from the line tonight. Bulldogs trailing by 11, make that 12. 54-42, half a minute left in the game. Morgan getting it into the front court quickly for Bedford. A deep 3 from Thomas, misses. A rebound there by LaRosa. And now Winnacunnet will just play keep away from Bedford. As Allen dribbles into the front court, Morgan will let him do so. And it appears this will be it. Allen driving, pulls the ball back out, gets it over to Considine on the far side. Considine to Jack Shockey. And that will end it, as Bedford, which we mentioned earlier, was tied 10-10 with about a minute left in that first quarter. Winnacunnet went on that big 12-1 run, and Bedford never fully recovered from that and basically lost by that margin, 54-42, the final in that one. For Winnacunnet, the high point man, Benjamin Allen, he had 27 points in the game. Jack Shockey also had a nice night. He had 9. His younger brother Lucas had 9 as well, so nobody's got bragging rights in the Shockey family tonight. Connor Considine, or check that, James O'Hara with 3, Nicholas Hepburn with 2, Hayes Waddell and Connor Considine with 2 apiece as well for Winnacunnet in that winning effort. For Bedford, Thomas Morgan, nice night shooting the ball. Morgan with 24 points. Harry Lagulon made a 3, also did pretty well from the field. Struggled from the line, though, 1 of 5 from the stripe. Harry had 8. Zach Guerin with 4. Trey Ravenel with 3. Tim Green with 3. And Justin O'Neill, who was drawing a blank in the scoring column until that late 3. Justin O'Neill had 3 as well. And that's your final total. The Bulldogs 54, Winnacunnet 42. And we knew going in, when we looked at the relative rosters of these two teams, Bedford was going to have a tough time with these Winnacunnet Warriors just solely based on the size of the team.
Yeah, we saw Jack Shockey and Ben Allen here on this court last year being very effective players, and they proved too much to handle for Bedford. 2 excellent players on both ends of the court, and Allen with those 5 3-pointers at the top of the key against that zone, he was deadly.
Yeah, it was interesting. Once Bedford sort of figured out a solution to Jack Shockey down low, next thing you know, you're dealing with a big guy in Benjamin Allen who can shoot that 3, and there really wasn't a whole lot of option. You did have to pick your poison. Bedford chose that, hey, we're going to try to make the guard, Allen, beat us from outside. And sure enough, after missing some 3s in the first half, Allen found his stroke in the second half, and really that made the difference for Winnacunnet.
It did, and you know, Thomas Morgan was the spark offensively for Bedford. Did an excellent job there in the second half, trying to keep Bedford in it, hitting 5 threes of his own, and Bedford finished with 8 3-pointers, accounting for 24 of their 42 points. It was just too little too late after that first half where they couldn't get anything going inside the arc and ended up losing by 12.
And really for Winnacunnet too, in their wins this season, we've talked about it a couple times, they have held the opposition to 36.8 points a game, and we've made mention of that. But when they beat BG, they held BG scoreless in the third quarter. To do it to Bedford tonight, they held Bedford to 3 in that third quarter, or in that second quarter, I should say. So that really made the difference for them. They stifled the Bulldogs on offense in that second 8 minutes, outscored them in that time period 11-3, and that was really the deciding factor in this game. So Bedford will close up their home regular season on Tuesday against Salem, senior night. So if you're sticking around town, be sure to come on out and watch the Bulldogs play as they host Salem. We'd like to take a moment, thank the Bedford High basketball program for allowing us to join them here tonight. And our thanks to Harry Kozlowski, Colleen Richardson, and Bill Jennings, to my broadcast partner, Andrew Hansen, as well. And again, the final score here from the Bedford High gym, 54-42 in favor of the Winnacunnet Warriors. You've been watching Bedford Bulldog basketball on BCTV and Bedford 105.1.